Welcome to Faith and Freedom. For the next few minutes, we hope to inform, inspire, and encourage you as we discuss legal victories and challenges to your fundamental freedom and religious liberties. Faith and Freedom comes to you from Liberty Counsel, a civil liberties education and legal defense organization. Join us now as Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel, explains the latest legal issues all across this country. In the courtrooms of America, Liberty Counsel is winning the battle for your constitutional freedom.
Liberty Counsel has been involved in many ministry affiliations and outreach to advance religious freedom, life, and family. Hi, I'm Matt Staver, founder and chairman of Liberty Counsel. Joining me is Matt Barber. We're going to be talking about many of the ministry affiliations and projects that Liberty Counsel is involved with as we advance religious freedom, life, and family. We do this through litigation, through education, and through public policy. And so many of the other areas outside of litigation people may not be aware of, Matt. With regards to our emails, we have a very active email list. We have the Liberty Alert email, which is more of an educational email. You can subscribe to that at lc.org. And we also have the Grassroots Action email. You can subscribe to that at lc.org, as well as libertycounsel.com. And that is a much larger list. That's an activist list. So if you want to be involved in petitions, faxes, getting your voice known, then that is one that is very effective, and you can sign up for that as well. Throughout 2013, last year in 2012, we sent out about 85 million or so emails at the most. In 2013, that doubled to 160 million emails. I mean, that is a very active email list.
Very impressive, very encouraging. Liberty Counsel's influence is growing and growing rapidly, Matt. One of the things that we've been have done is increased our outreach to pastors and to churches, and you have played an instrumental role across the country in educating at various conferences that we have both hosted and conferences that you have attended and spoken at, educating pastors about what their rights truly are relative to engagement and involvement in our culture.
Yeah, I've spoken to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pastors around the country through various pastors' meetings. And we also redid a DVD that's called Silence is Not an Option, and that is about a 25, 30-minute DVD in which I talk about what pastors and churches can do and talk about the IRS issues and literally try to free them up to replace the muzzle that secularists want to put on pastors and churches with a megaphone so that they can be free to speak on moral and values that are important to our communities and our nation. And so we actually distributed that to 4,500 pastors in Virginia, and I've distributed it around the country. In 2014, the plan is to distribute it to 150,000 churches from January through about 3/4 of the year to get that out to about 150,000 churches. And a donor has come forth to underwrite the cost of getting that out to the churches.
And in addition to that, if folks can contact Liberty Counsel to get the information to get it for their pastor, to their pastor.
You can contact 800-671-1776 or call that number, or you can go to the website, lc.org, and ask for the DVD Silence is Not an Option, and you can get it to your pastor as well. We really want to be able to encourage pastors to speak up for such a time as this. It's important that the pulpits ring with truth and righteousness and impact their communities. Well, Liberty Counsel, along with that, we launched the Pastors and Patriots Initiative, and that's an initiative to reach out to pastors and to encourage them and to also have events in churches. And we also then affiliated with an organization that was started in 2008. It is a 501c3 organization. It is now part of Liberty Counsel's ministry, and it is called Salt and Light Counsel, and the website is saltandlightcounsel.org, saltandlightcounsel.org. Now, counsel in that name is spelled with C-I-L, not S-E-L, like Liberty Counsel. Saltandlightcounsel.org, and that is our new affiliated ministry, and that is a ministry that's in about 80 churches right now. We want to have it in thousands of churches. Where you have a local ministry that encourages biblical citizenship and worldview among the people in the church and also encourages and supports the pastor.
Yeah. Matt, throughout Scripture, God is very clear. Those who bless Israel will be blessed. Those who curse Israel will be cursed. Liberty Counsel, one of our main pillars is to, in every way that we possibly can, bless Israel. What is Liberty Ambassador Council?
Well, Liberty Ambassador Council started in 2011, and it started in a trip that I took with Anita. We visited Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and many other governmental leaders, and we launched it in September of 2011. We then had subsequent trips there in May of 2012 and May of 2013. And by the way, you can go to Israel with us in 2014. Go to ambassadorcouncil.org, ambassadorcouncil.org, and that's Ambassador Council with SEL, ambassadorcouncil.org, and there you can find out more information about the May 2014 trip to Israel. It is literally life-changing because we not only visit the biblical sites in Israel, but we also communicate with and interact with some of the top leaders of the country from both a political, military, business, and educational perspective. So you get a very broad view of information and people and resources that other trips simply do not provide.
Well, the state of Israel is looking for allies where they can find them, and Liberty Counsel is a great ally. In fact, we have also sponsored the 12th annual Israeli Solidarity event in Washington, D.C. What is that?
Yeah, we were very pleased to be a part of that, and we were a sponsor of that event at the Israeli Embassy in Washington, D.C., and I was able to speak to the people that were gathered there. And Liberty Counsel was a sponsor. If you've never been to Israel, and even if you've been to Israel, I just encourage you to come with us on one of these trips. It literally is life-changing. You will be significantly impacted. Your founding principles will be solidified, and I encourage you to come because it is just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And for many people, it's not just once in a lifetime. It's like for me. When Anita and I went there, we realized God was going to bring us back, and certainly He did, and out of that came the Liberty Ambassador Council program.
Well, and in fact, we have permanent roots now, permanent stakes in the state of Israel, with former special advisor to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu coming on board with Liberty Counsel, Rivka Kedron.
Yeah, Rivka Kedron was the former advisor to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu up to March of 2013, and she joined Liberty Counsel in April of 2013, and she lives there in Israel. And she works with us on the Liberty Ambassador Council program. I was participating in the Commission on Accountability and Policy for Religious Organizations. This is an entity that overviewed IRS laws, including the laws regarding political activity of nonprofit organizations. We've made our recommendations, and hopefully some of those recommendations will ultimately be passed into law. And we recommended that there be a modification to this political intervention law that really has no teeth anyway, and just simply needs to have the law reflect the fact that it doesn't have any teeth. The problem is that some pastors think that it does,
right,
and the perception of it is greater than the actual reality. Liberty Counsel also sponsored the Women Impacting the Nation conference in Orlando this year. It was a great success, and when Women Impacting the Nation has become part of Liberty Counsel. So we are involved in a lot of different areas, too many to really continue to go over, but some of them are, in terms of websites, ambassadorcouncil.com, womenimpactingthenation.org, that I would encourage you to visit, freedomfederation.org, libertycouncil.com, and much more. Liberty Counsel has also been partnering with the National Hispanic Christian Leadership Conference, which represents 40,118 evangelical Hispanic churches. We are the sponsor of the Life and Directive of the NHCLC. Liberty Counsel is involved in many other things. One of the things that we just recently did was merge a organization into Liberty Counsel, a prayer intercessory ministry, and it now is called Liberty Prayer Network. And so if you want prayer, give us a call. This ministry is designed to pray for Liberty Counsel and pray for this country. and pray for Israel, specifically to advance these values of religious freedom, the sanctity of life, and the family. It's the Liberty Prayer Network. For more information, go to Liberty Counsel's website, lc.org, or libertycounsel.com. You can also call 800-671-1776. Any contribution given between now and the end of the year will be doubled. A donor has come forth and challenged all of the Liberty Counsel supporters to give the best gift that they could give between now and December 31. So your contribution of $100 will become $200, $500 will become $1,000, and $10 will become $20. Whatever it is, it will be doubled. So make this advantage of this great opportunity. Also, I would encourage you to order some of these. There are 5 now in the Patriots Handbook series, great Christmas gifts and great gifts for any time of the year, frankly. This is the Patriots Handbook series on religious liberty, on pastors and churches, on Israel, the Second Amendment, and much more. Go to lc.org for more information.
You have been listening to Faith and Freedom with Liberty Counsel. We hope that we have motivated you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedom. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email updates. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.